Lots of things happened this morning. One, either my alarm didn't go off, I just slept through it, whichever. My dog started going ape shit this morning, and I told her to shut up. Hey, dog, I'm trying to sleep, So I get up, and it's an hour and a half past my alarm, and Conrad's out there. Truck started. Are you ready? Let's go, dog. I told you I'd be here at 6, and it's 6:30. So if you could, maybe put some pants on and join me to go sell talk, that'd be great. Found out that got a little, just small tinkly leak on our sink sprayer. Just the tinklists, not like it squirts clear back into the back of the trailer when you turn it on. Nothing like that. Thank goodness we have extra parts. So we'll probably be able to get through today as long as nothing else is drastically wrong. I don't think it would have to be real bad, and I don't want to jinx ourselves, but we do have a grill and we do have food. So as long as we got that, Conrad took upon himself. I think he just needed time away from doing our taxes before he killed anybody, himself, his family, me, anything. Needs some time away from taxes. And he was going to come over and we were going to go shopping. And so I was waiting around, and I get a text about, 3 or 4, something like that?
Yeah, around
I said, hey, would you check the gas, dummy, to make sure we got some propane, because we knew we were going to have an early start. So one full, I texted him right back. I said, no problem, on it. One full, one empty.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to go to town anyway. Let's save a trip. And I always question myself on that, because Conrad does like to see the girlfriends. Didn't like me when I went in there.
Oh, yeah?
Nope. Very short, but it was at the end of the day. I got there, 4:10 or whatever. I think they close at 5. So probably could you not come on
Friday at 5?
At the end of the deal? The guy in front of me pissed her off because I think he was bitching about them raising gas, which I'm not saying he's completely wrong as far as
they raise propane too. Well, we get that from Russia too. Probably.
Well, remember they said that they're going to raise the propane if they come out and deliver it.
Oh, right.
For the houses.
Yeah.
But they're not going to raise bottles up.
Gotcha.
So this guy in front of me had, 7 bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And we normally pay about $20.
Yeah.
It was $23.50.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
So it raised up a couple bucks for 40 pounds. But I don't think he was happy with it.
What was my girlfriend's? Which one did you talk to, Sandra or Jessica?
Which one has the owl tattoo?
Jessica.
Yeah, talk to Jessica.
The younger one? I mean, they're both very young and nubile, but...
Yeah. The brunette?
Yeah, that's Jessica.
Okay, so, yeah, Jessica, and she was...
How's her leg?
What's that?
How's her leg? Remember
I
she-
didn't see her leg. She was tucked up underneath. She was sitting,
Oh, yeah.
sitting behind the glass.
Probably
You can't
naked
really
from
see.
waist down.
And then there was a guy I'd never seen before, beard,
Uh-huh.
probably worked on trucks, maybe one of the drivers or something, sitting behind her,
Oh no,
chit-chatting her up.
that
So,
could be a husband. That could be a
it could be a lot of things.
boyfriend.
Well, it could be just someone that stumbled in there that she allows back in her office space
sure,
that she wanted to talk to.
privately.
Well, complained about. Can you believe that guy?
Oh,
know?
right, about the guy that was complaining.
Well, what happened was I dropped the bottle off and I talked to our bottle filler guy. What's up? Busy as always. Oh yeah, just getting her done. I walked across the deal, went inside,
yeah,
and that guy was there, and he just kind of looked over his shoulder. You know how small that office is. Looked over his shoulder, and Jessica kind of looked up. It's like, yeah, it'll be a minute. It's like,
whoa,
all right, sorry, I just got. Never mind. I'll be back in, I guess.
wow.
So I walked back outside, like.
That's not Jessica usually.
Nope.
Usually Sandra's there, and she's kind of shy with how much she loves me. But
Yeah.
Jessica will poke her head around if she hears me and
Yeah.
just say hi or bye or have a good day, and that's always nice.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't recognize me. There was no good day. There was no how you doing. There's no where you're gonna
Oh
be at.
no,
There's
that's
no,
not.
There's no hey where
You got to be nicer, bud. Or
I super nice. I stumbled in and I knew there was a guy at the counter, but I actually didn't know. I just walked in. I didn't know where this guy was.
mm-hmm.
So she was super frustrated with him, which is
Right.
fine. I get it, but I'm a new guy, and you know,
Yeah,
me.
you're different.
So can you?
I'm gonna test that next time I go. I'm gonna go into the office behind the plexiglass, because that's a true test of
Faith
trust and faith.
trust and love.
If I can-
So I got that, and then I dropped the wife off. She had to do some shopping at Walmart. Went down, filled up the gas, went back, got the wife, dropped her off at a Airbnb in the metropolis of Chandler, which I didn't even know that existed. Where a gaggle of group of gals were doing it. So
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain. I don't understand, like, the reasoning.
they all wanted to be together.
Well, I know, but they just
Um,
got back from Broken Bow, or your wife and her sister did at least.
Yes.
But which is kind of confusing because
Well, Sarah,
Rachel-
Skinman's wife, Skin
Yeah.
Mom. I guess their eldest
yeah,
wanted to come down for her birthday
okay,
and just be with all the girls, which is fine. She's getting older, and she wants to hang out with the girls, I guess.
right,
And it happened to fall on this weekend. Well, the wife was trying to get back for a wedding anniversary anyway.
yeah,
And so they planned the family reunion. A lot of them planned one, Rachel, so she can go, so it's not so far from Texas. And two, end it so they can get back for St. Patrick's Day and wedding anniversary. So they planned all that out. Well, Sarah had planned like right after, gave me and my wife one day.
right. That's the part that's confusing. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, she was supposed to come out to the farm
yeah.
on St. Patty's Day.
Well, and Rachel, it was close to go to Broken Bow. It's not that close to drive to Chandler.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So,
It's not.
and then like if she was to call her mom, Rachel call her mom and be like, "Guess what I'm doing this weekend?"
Yeah.
For you people that drove an extra 4 hours
Right.
to
Exactly.
save me, I am actually driving.
She's not
Ah.
driving, though.
Oh, good. What's she doing?
Candace is driving her. So Candace is another girlfriend of everybody. So she's picking up Rachel, and they're going. So Rachel's got an out there.
Yeah, that's true.
So, for not using, because I think they're down to one car. Because his
Chip lost the Ultima
Ultima
in gambling, I think.
Well, he lost his transmission, and then
And well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Part of it, not the whole car, but he just gambled the engine.
luckily the transmission was broke anyway.
yeah.
So no big deal. So that's the story. I'm sticking with it. We're gonna make it. This event is scheduled. Gates open at 10. It's a Mustang. I'm hearing a Mustang. It's so staying. I'm sure it's gonna be nothing but. It's a car show, which is. It's not an auction. Maybe there'll be some stuff for sale, for extremely high price. Maybe not. Maybe it's just come.
I'm
show
sure
us
there'll
your-
be
show us your
something for
wills.
sale. I mean,
Gates open at 10, but they wanted us there at, 8
right.
to get us in a gate, I guess, and parked where we're parking. And I get that before the gates open because then everything gets crazy.
Yeah.
Then it only goes to 3? Is that right?
3:30, I
Okay.
think. And I don't know, it just kind of depends, I guess.
Yeah, people might stragglers.
Yeah.
They might get crazy and break open the beer and be there until midnight. I doubt it. I don't know. They probably don't allow alcohol beverages at the Air and Space Museum.
Yeah, and well, I don't want to put it's not an ultimatum. I don't want to make a definitive stand
Yeah.
because I do that and then people call and say, "Hey, can you come do this?" and I say, "Sure."
Yeah.
So they really mean nothing if I do that, but so it's telling Shane, I'm glad that we don't have many things on the books, and I'm glad because one thing I do not enjoy is being responsible for all of it and then having somebody else that doesn't pay for any of it tell me what to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So these events are fine, and they assume that we're going to make $1 million.
Yeah.
Because everybody that does them, they sell fucking
They
cans of
jack everything
corn
up
or
for
whatever they sell,
$80,
and then they
yeah.
tell you at a party, "Oh, we made 17 grand in an hour,"
Mhm.
and either they're lying or they did,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Which if they did, good job.
yeah, great.
But
But we don't make that. We're not going to.
no.
And so we're gonna make a couple $100 when it's all said and done, and
Right.
it's a lot of
And that's to pay for our gas.
has to pay for gas to
Yeah,
get there,
right.
and it's a lot of just effort and work to have somebody be like, "Hey, make sure you're here by this time."
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I don't want to be here by your time.
Yeah. Me and Conrad, both of us, and I'm sure that's a weird car.
Cop car,
Unmarked,
man.
And it's like a Ford Taurus. Like I've never seen a cop car with a Ford Taurus.
Send that to Dusty.
Yeah, we don't. One of the benefits, and Conrad could speak to you more about this than I can, of owning your own business is kind of doing what you want when you want to do it, and everybody gives us advice, which, okay, thank you, and I think a lot of it is just they don't know what to say,
Yeah,
like,
I
it's just
do.
talking points. So, and that's fine, but the benefit is we have the luxury. The problem is, and this is us, it's our problem. We're wired in the fact that we work real good under pressure, but forced pressures make us angry. I mean,
Yeah.
you get to a point where why are we doing it? What are we doing?
Well,
And it's not nothing against anybody that invited us out. It's just kind of like, no matter you get to, in prep, you get in the middle of something and you feel rushed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that thing of you feel rushed, no matter where it is. We could be there at 5 a.m, have everything ready, and then
Yeah.
have a blind out the door and still feel rushed and be like, "What are we doing?"
Right. That's true. And
So-
I guess it's different when we put it on ourselves. If we say
We
we're
do,
going to
and
be.
it's in us. I mean, it is. I take a lot of fault in that because there's no reason for it. If somebody in the back of the line, if they're going to wait 20 deep
Yeah.
at a truck that we're making fresh,
Yeah.
and they been mad that they had to wait an extra 5 minutes because they wanted to wait 20 deep,
Right.
that's on them. And I got to keep reminding myself, I wouldn't do that. If I rolled up on a truck and it's 20 deep, if they're making it fresh,
Yeah.
if they're not just have a cooler full of, applesauce
Mm-hmm.
and passing it out, then,
Well, one of the biggest issues that people don't think of when you get into this kind of business is you can have 20 people in line and that's fine, except for those fucking people should understand they shouldn't come to the truck to order for 20 other people.
Oh, yeah.
Order for yourself
That
and get the
happens a
fuck
lot.
out of the way.
It won't happen here, I don't think so much.
Not as much, but when we're in towns, it's like, well, I'm
Yes.
ordering for the whole office.
Yeah.
Like, no, you order for yourself. If somebody from the office wants to come down, they come down.
Right.
All of you fuckers come down.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair to these people that are behind you that just want lunch for themselves.
Right.
That you ordered 16 things. You know, I got 3 different cards to run it on. I was like, fuck off. No. But we just do it. But that's one thing you don't think of. And they treat you like you're, which you are a restaurant, but not
Right.
really.
Right.
You know, it's supposed to be quick and fast. And so it can't be if, you know, everybody does that. And they tend to do that in some of these towns. And I guess I get it if it's a family, you know.
Yeah.
I don't get it if it's work, you know.
Yeah, if it's work, you know, because what are they doing? You know what I mean? I
Right.
mean, I understand that not everybody can leave, but if everybody's that busy, how are you planning out lunch?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like everybody gets together, and well, this is what they have. What do you know? I mean,
Yeah.
And I get it. It's fine when it's like I'm taking one thing back to my partner. You
Yeah.
know, we run a small, we run the tag agency. There's only 2 of us. You
Yeah.
know, that's 2 ordered. Okay, that's kind of like a family type deal.
Yeah.
But when you're ordering 40 tacos
Yeah.
and 5 monster burritos, that's a great order for us. But
Sure.
then we feel bad for everybody else behind you,
Right.
because that order has to get done, and we're knocking out orders on the side of getting your order ready, and then it's fine. Today's not. I don't think it's going to be like. It's going to be probably busy. It's a nice day. It's going to be mid-60s. I've even heard 70s. So and sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Of course, it's early. And our buddy Luke said there's going to be, a couple hundred people there.
Yeah, there'll be some people there. Luckily, there's at least one other truck, so it's not completely on our shoulders
Right.
to make sure everybody is fed throughout the day.
I think people have a hard time understanding what we're saying, though. You know what I mean? Like, well, you should want 1 million people there all waiting on you. You know what I mean?
We know we're not going to make that much money, so why do you want to... That's the part people don't get.
Yeah.
And we should switch it the other way. Same thing with this thing. Well, Luke wants you to come out. It's sweet of you, you're
Yeah,
not going
love
to
you.
charge us,
Kisses.
and that's fine, but you can pay me to come out. Gas is $5 a gallon.
Right.
2 hours one way to get there, pulling trailer. So, yeah, you're right. There could be 1 million people there. But at the end of the thing, I'm not going to make any money, so...
And people can people can say, well, your prices are too low. You're paying an extra.
Yeah.
You're paying extra for all your stuff.
Right.
Because everything at the store went up. You're paying extra at the pump because that went up. So just raise your prices up. But on the other hand, when the food truck industry went really crazy last 10 years, when it really started that's the niche thing to kind of do.
Yeah.
I think they kind of made a bad name for trucks, because everybody sold a taco for $358.
Right.
And if you want sour cream, it's $340.
Right.
So people are kind of Timothy Leary about going to taco trucks because, they don't know what to expect. And you could say, well, it's the same with restaurants. We walked into a taco restaurant and paid $800 a piece for street tacos that we ended up going to Arby's, I think, after that or something. We went somewhere because we were still hungry.
Well, the hard part is you get compared to Taco Bell or places that it's still, there's still a dollar menu or at least a couple things on it. You can get a potato taco at Taco Bell for $1. So people come up and like, man, this is way more than Taco Bell. It's like, well, one, it's meat, Taco Bell doesn't serve any meat.
Right.
It's all that pink slime
Yes,
stuff.
It's the dog food.
And so that's different. and two, we just can't get the prices.
that Taco Bell can.
They
And,
seem to get better prices on stuff, and it's probably true. I mean,
and also, thanks Taco John's,
Yeah.
for having the idea of putting burritos or potatoes and everything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for
now
that.
it's in Taco Bell.
yeah, you can get a spicy potato taco.
Mhm.
Like what? Why would I do that?
Right.
That's $1. Oh, I'll
Oh.
have 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Give me 3 extra hot sauce, please. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people do, which is fine, I guess, but we do have a lot of people that enjoy the food because I don't know, it's real and it's fresh.
And the whole other thing is, I'm doing this so I can somehow spread the word for a podcast. So, going to Tulsa Air and Space, it doesn't help me at all for what I'm trying to do. Unless they ask there. Some of them might.
They might. Like, what do you guys do?
Yeah.
When you start asking about cars, I remember the last time we were here, and it was for
It was for the Spartan trailers and
Spartan
planes.
trailers, and the planes they had.
There's going to be planes there today.
Yeah,
I mean, the Mustang plane is going to be there, so that's cool. P-51 Mustangs
And I
and
think
shit.
you can buy rides in them
You
normally.
can probably, yeah, you can fucking ride in a Mustang, which I would never do, but the cool thing about that is people don't know how much that costs. So they could say it's $7,000,
right.
and that makes sense.
It does make sense.
There's no
'cause-
Taco Bell for riding a P-51 Mustang to
Right.
compare it to.
Right,
So-
and maybe we're in the wrong end. If we got a plane and flew people in P-51s,
Yeah,
we have a captive audience. We can talk
That's
about the podcast the whole time, and they, what are they going to do? Jump out? I mean, they could,
they could.
but then hey, one less person we got to talk to
Oh,
about.
look, 459 went down 40 cents.
Oh,
That's good.
well, we just went through another porthole.
Wow. Oh, good news is we can get it on the way back. Take our profit.
Yeah, and put it in the gas tank.
Yeah, buddy. Profit, baby.
Yeah. Well, everybody can. Oh, Quit Trip. What are we in a
Damn.
QT out here?
Yeah, baby.
All right, I see you, dog.
See you, Roller City.
I see you. I don't know, man. That's the thing. And I know people are going to laugh and disagree when I say this. Conrad and I are just too nice, and then we get mad at ourselves that we get stepped on all the time, and that we feel like that only because we agree to stuff. And people says, "Well, it's good for you. You guys can make." We don't make any money, and
Right.
I mean, and so I don't know.
Well, we have a mission that we're on. The
Right.
only reason this, to me, is because I thought it would be a good. People said if you ever go out there again, let me know.
Oh yeah,
And so,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
I said yes to it because he's asked a few times, and we've said no because we've already been there.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew that people would like this one, so I said yes. And I told everybody, hey, I'm going out there. And then they all said, well, I can't go.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that again.
Right.
So it's fine. It'll be it is a beautiful day, but
It is a beautiful day.
would I rather be in Slick? Yeah, I would.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather be in Slick. I haven't been there before. Meet the Slick people. But,
We went through Pink. I
yeah.
was excited about Pink, but
Pink is not a town. I don't know what it is.
no, it's
It's a community of mountain people, basically,
yeah, for sure.
by Thunderbird Lake, and they don't. I don't know how they, what they do. There's nothing to eat there.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go. There's a church. I guess you can pray.
I think that's the biggest thing that people don't understand about why we like smaller town. We're going to go here and there's going to be lines.
Yeah.
And so we got to bust it out. We don't have time to say, "Hey, what do you do? You know,
Right.
where do you work? Where are you from? You know, are you from Tulsa? You know, are you from around here? How long have you lived here? You know, what do you do?
No,
And they
there's-
don't have a chance to ask, you know, this is really cool, whatever. I said, yeah, we do a comedy show out of it, you know.
Yeah.
So you have no time to ask what they're about or find out about them or learn something about them, and they have nothing to learn about.
They don't care either about us because it's
Well,
like they almost expect you to be there.
Right.
You're just you're the food truck
Yeah,
guy.
they're your food
you're the
truck,
carnies,
right,
you know.
right. And out in a small town, you can have these conversations between customers, even if there's 3 or 4 people that show up at once.
Yeah.
They all kind of stand around.
They
You
all
got
know each other,
you got
usually.
yeah, you got the orders in. They're talking to one another. You go out there and talk to them, get them
Yeah.
to sign the trailer, and then you're doing what we're setting out to do, and that's just to mention, give them the option to
Yeah.
listen to a comedy show that we do. Now you can say, well, that's stupid.
It
You
is
know, just
stupid,
stay
probably,
at home
but-
and pay $500 a month that you would in gas
Yeah.
on advertising on Facebook or, you know, advertising whatever. Well, we're throttled. You know, they don't like us. We say naughty words and, you know, we talk bad about both sides, you know, politically, and we don't really even talk political. So there is a lot of Corvettes. That's the 4th one that I've
Yeah.
seen.
Must be a Corvette show somewhere, a different
There
air
has
place
to
or
be.
something.
Yeah, there has to be. Mustang's over here, Chevy's over here, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know. We're gonna have a good day. It was a rough start for my partner because he shows up. I'm asleep. Door's locked, which I never lock the door. I lock it when the girls are home. You know, I shouldn't have locked it. I knew he was coming over this morning. My alarm didn't go off, so I wake up. Then we have a leak in the trailer on the water, even though all the faucets were supposedly turned on, and that the one side wasn't all the way cracked is the one that got the leak in it. So, you know, then you stumble around and you fix that, and you're already 30 minutes late for leaving, and it's like, you know, well, you know, fucking just put a bullet in my head, you know.
I don't think it's that extreme.
Well, it is. It's bullshit because it's like, you know.
Well, that's the biggest thing that.
And that stuff happens, but then you feel even more worse because, you know, we're going to, you know, somewhere where we have to be on time, you know, or
Yeah.
close to being on time or before the gates and all this stuff. If we were going to a town, it's no big deal. You know, we roll in. I mean, it is, but, you know, maybe we don't have stuff
Right.
right, you know, exactly at 11 o'clock, noon, whatever. But
Well, when you are running your own, it's the same thing. Yeah, that pressure of us having to be there on time, we don't like, but also we should be there's pressure you have to put on yourself when you run your own thing.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to tell you what to do or when to do it, so you got to do it without being told. And that's the hardest part that people don't understand on running your own business, is that nobody is going to tell you what to do. You know? So, and that's the part that I've watched lots of people. I don't. One comes to mind in particular where one of the hardest workers I know got handed pretty much a business, you know,
yeah,
by my dad. Here you go. Here's all these things. You can make
$1 billion.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then watch them not do anything. And when that happens, it's sad
Yeah.
because here's your golden ticket. You know, if this is what you want to do, here you go. Here's your chainsaw business. You want to cut trees, here's all your chainsaws.
Right.
Here's the jobs. Then you call, hey, are you going to, I'm not going in today. I don't feel like it. I'm not doing this today. And then they call, okay, well, I'll be there tomorrow. And then, well, do you have your chainsaws ready? No, I didn't. Well, what have you been doing for fucking 2 weeks? Well, I didn't want to do them, you know, whatever. And it's like, well, eventually that guy was, all right, well, we're not going to talk about it anymore, you know. I lost $20,000 in chainsaws and
Right.
just never cut trees anymore. We tried. And that's the hardest part, is that you can either be told, go to a job and somebody says, this is what, do this, or you got to be the other way, but then you have to be the one in your head saying, do this. And that's hard to do for some people. And so I don't mind Luke saying be there, but at the same time, of course I'll be there. I run this business.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me. You know, I'm already going to put that on myself. And I don't, you know, it's the same thing I get from, Bruce and Star,
rough.
who maybe are listening. You know, they seem to be big fans of the food
Yeah.
and us, which is nice, but, you know, that's the only real criticism I ever get on the taco side of it. Where are you guys going to be? Well, Bud, we're not anywhere. You know, why am I posting this?
Right.
You know, well, it'd be better if you let us know where you're at. I will when I'm somewhere, but
Right.
if I'm not,
Well, it's
enjoy my funny post that has nothing to do with where I'm at. That's just trying to keep engagement on our page. That's all I'm doing.
20 degrees outside, bud. You know.
Yeah, it's 20 degrees, Bruce.
Sometimes when they ask, it's like, well, it rained, or
Yeah.
you know, it just there's snow on the ground. You know, it's like I get you think that we're just gonna go out, but and we do. Sometimes we do, but it's
and I may not be in your. Like, is it better if I tell you that I'm in Slick? Were you
Right.
going to come out? No. So what does it matter, man?
Yeah. He'll say, why you're in Slick? Why aren't you closer so I can come
Yeah.
and have some tacos?
Which is nice. I mean,
It is nice. It's great, but it's also he's one of a lot of other people that are
yeah. There
either
are two
trying to figure out.
problems. There are two problems. There are best customers. They'll always support us, I guess. I don't even know the lady. Apparently, she comes every time. I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's just trying to catch us because Bruce said that we're good.
Yeah.
Come out.
oh, she's commented before, and it's like when you guys put this on here, you're not helping us.
Yeah.
If I throw a picture of a guy eating a taco, whatever it is, whatever funny taco related picture I throw on there, just hit like. That's it. You don't have to comment and say, where are you? If we're somewhere, usually there's a post that says we're
right.
here. If there's a schedule, there's a post that says this is our schedule. If there's not, it's not that I forgot to put it, it's that we ain't fucking doing it
Yeah.
today. And that's what I told her. I'll just try to do better. I'll just, when I go to Wichita, I'll make a video. I'm in Wichita working on a mower. Here's my mower.
You guys can come out and help me mow.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm in, wherever. I'm at home right now. And maybe I should, but I don't. To me, it's like that doesn't really have anything to do with tacos.
Yeah.
So I guess I could put it on my. Is this Morrow Road? Tomorrow Road?
Well, someone stole a sign, so. We'll have to get to the next. This looks familiar.
Yeah, I know. The only thing I'm worried about is there's a train track that
Oh, that where you go down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that really
Remember
is
that
fun.
one too. Yeah, that is not fun. We did that last time. I don't know. It's going to be a good day, It
is gonna be a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day outside.
My fucking shoulder has been bothering me since I pushed up on it on the bottom of the taco truck and put those screws in. Like I tore something. Like holding this microphone
Dude, that's like
hurts.
a month ago.
Yeah. A few weeks. And I've been doing my stuff every day. I'm still doing my push. That doesn't really hurt
Right.
at all. And I don't know. It's weird because
Do you think you tore something? Did it hurt right away?
no.
Like when you did it, it just hurt later, like it got sore or
it
something?
hurt like when you do something and then like 20 minutes later, like, why is this? What's
Right.
going on here? That's what it felt like. But then since then, it's constantly nagging me.
Huh.
And then holding this, which we haven't been in the truck to hold the microphone this way.
Right.
It's like numb, like on fire. It's very.
Well,
Okay. No, the question is, I think I go around this curve.
well, I
Tell
got
you what, though.
I got a bag of ibuprofen in the glove compartment.
some
You know.
damn morphine, man.
Well, yeah. Well, you
Something
just
thick.
take 4
Need a
of them.
thicker one, you know.
Well, not that yet. We haven't passed the Dunkin' Donuts. You know, we're all out of heroin. So
This guy.
he's just waiting on a bus, man.
Yeah. I got this space watch. I know you noticed it.
I noticed it, and I mean, was that a
Oh,
gift
dude.
or
No, dude. I
You went?
life hacked. I did buy it used off of eBay, which
Yeah.
I've been on eBay a lot lately. But the reason I did, I seen a Gump. You know him from the guy who started a fire in my mom's backyard.
Right.
My brother.
Or Gump in the Cabbie. He used to do a show.
Or Gump in the cabbie. He was sitting there talking to me about how many cigarettes he smokes every day, and
2 packs.
he was looking at his watch, and I was like, giving him shit about it.
Yeah.
Because he's had maybe 4 or 5 different ones, and then he sells them on eBay. So I probably bought his, because he doesn't have any money. So
Yeah.
he buys one, can't afford it. I'm sure he's buying it through like his cell phone provider.
Right.
So he's paying
$800.
$10 a month for the next whatever years, and then he can't afford it. So then he sells it on eBay, and then still has to pay the cell phone provider.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Right.
still
Well, that gives
owe
him
them.
money.
Gives him money up
Yeah,
front to
up
pay
front.
for something they
Which
doesn't
is a
have.
pretty good. That's a pretty good grift, man. You
He's
go-
grifting them for sure. But the thing that he sold me on, where I said I'll get that, is I thought that it had to connect to your phone, so you had to have your phone with you all the time,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Well, no, it doesn't. So I can listen to my shows and my music, and leave my phone in the truck when I'm mowing, and I don't have to worry about
Stuff
breaking
get-
my phone.
Oh wow.
So that's why I did it,
That's
because I
fancy.
broke a couple phones where they fall out of your pocket and they fall down and you run them over, especially if you got Bluetooth on, which everybody does.
Yeah.
So your phone falls out, you're mowing,
You don't know.
You don't
'cause
even
you're
know it's
still-
gone.
You're still in the
Yeah.
range. Yeah.
and I've just sat on my phone. I mean, working on stuff. This is where
Well, that's
our-
a lot easier to clean.
Well, yeah, and you don't even.
But I think you still have. Isn't there a mic port on that phone?
I
You
can
could
still talk to you too. Yeah, like if somebody calls, I can still
Put a-
answer it. I don't
yeah,
have to have
put
my
a piece
fucking.
of tape on your microphone and just don't use
Oh,
your watch
right.
for calling, because that was the biggest problem with mowing out there. It gets so dusty. So, and even if you got it in your pocket, or
Yeah.
let's say you got a hoodie on because it's spring and it's still a little chilly, so you throw it in your hoodie, dust still gets in there and it gets into the ports of the microphone and the speaker.
Yeah,
So you can't hear anything.
Can't hear
and
shit, you can't talk.
And so your phone's basically worthless because it's still a phone. I mean, it's a computer. That's
Yeah.
great. You can look everything up. You can buy stuff. You can do everything. You know, you can look up porn. What all the stuff that people do with phones.
yeah.
Play your games. Play
But
your,
you just can't
play your
talk.
Angry Birds, but you just can't use it for a phone.
No, and that's happened to me. I mean, since I was able to have a cell phone and mow grass, it's happened to me that I've had that issue. So that's, that's why I got it. I know I'm not trying to flex.
No, you're flexing,
nuts.
dog. I
mean, can I help it that it's
It's badass.
It's badass.
Space watch.
What-
I don't know. I'm sitting there saying it's badass. I did not know that about that. So
I didn't
now,
either.
Now I understand why
Well,
you
it's-
did it,
yeah,
because
the rest of the shit on it
that's
is
been a huge problem.
laughable.
you
Like
know,
it doesn't
because-
do anything.
You got to, even if you're listening, it doesn't matter. You're out there. You're going to listen to something. You know, I mean, you can have days where you don't listen to anything and just have the peace of being out there mowing and, not having to chat at anybody. But Conrad loves his podcast
Yeah.
and listen to different shows and stuff, and it's just part of always what he did.
Yeah.
And so having that to where it's not messing up a phone that's pretty.
That's what that's
Pretty big,
was
dog.
worth the money, for me. Because now I can
mean,
just.
you could have just put it in a plastic bag.
I've done it. You've seen
I
all
know,
that.
I know, I know. It doesn't work. I mean, the plastic. You get somewhere, the plastic bag's open and
Yeah.
dust is in it. I mean,
Right, it's filled with water
Yeah.
somehow. You know, it's like, what?
right. You know,
Oh, it's condensation. Did you
well,
put a
yeah,
plastic
but
bag?
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
put a plastic bag with rice in it in case?
Right. So that's why I got it, and I don't like it. It hurts my wrist. I don't like wearing things. I don't wear rings.
Dude,
and
you don't have to wear it that tight. You know.
Yeah, I know, but
gotta-
it's kind of like my clothing thing. You know, if I do
Oh,
this,
right.
maybe my bones will shrink
Well,
or
maybe
something.
that's why your arm hurts. You're cutting off circulation to your hand.
Maybe.
You know.
And the crappy thing is, I thought one other feature that would be great on it is the James Bond feature, where
The laser beams.
I knew it didn't have laser beams, but okay, I think I go to the left
That's what it looks like.
or to the right. I mean, sorry, up this hill. Yeah. No, I thought I take notes whenever a thought. Usually, you know, when I'm listening to shows, like, oh, that's a good idea. Like the other day, I took a note where. Do you think that you've heard of the show or movie? I think it's actually there's two of them, so it's pretty popular. Human Centipede.
Oh,
You've-
yeah.
You've heard of that.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
And if you haven't heard of it, it's basically kind of like
About
a
bugs.
scary movie. I mean, like maybe a horror. And what people were like stuck out in the middle of nowhere, probably on their way to Tulsa Air and Space.
Right.
Their car breaks down, and even though it's a Nissan or something, it still broke down, or they ran out of gas, and they walk over to a farmhouse because their phones or their watches didn't have service, or they ran out of batteries. They walk over to a farmhouse, knock on the door.
Right.
Hey, dog, can I call somebody? My car broke down. The guy says, sure, come in.
We got an antique phone on the wall back here.
So we walk in, stab, 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 stab. You know,
See? No problem.
they hit him with some sort of
Tranquilizers.
yeah, sleepy juice, and then he sews their face to the other one's butt,
Right.
and
That's what happened.
he did that for like 3 or 4 different people. So, you know, that's where you get the centipede part.
Right.
And then what happens is the person in front eats food,
Right.
usually cuisine chosen by the person that sewed. It's not.
Okay.
Once you're a centipede, I don't think you get to
Well,
say.
I never watched it.
I'll
Did
have
you
a
see
corn
it?
dog.
Did you see it?
I actually did. I hate
Okay.
those movies, but I do enjoy sewing. So
You are a sewer guy or a sewing guy. What do they feed him? Do they feed him something good like turkey and gi-
they-
giblets? Or
it
what's
seemed
that?
like it's just a normal American cuisine, even though the guy was foreign. But whatever you get on Uber Eats out in the
Okay,
country,
well, that's cool.
and so he's feeding him pot roast and stuff. And what happens is the first person eats it, enjoys it, and they're kind of the winners. If you're gonna be a human centipede,
You got to be up front.
You got to be up front.
Yeah.
And the next guy that's sewed to that person kind of just eats whatever that person already ate, but
Yeah.
through the back end. And then, you know, third and fourth, you're getting it already chewed
Yeah.
a few times.
Right.
And so it gets pretty runny by the time you get to the back guy. But
It's efficient.
I wrote the note because I was curious. There's fetishes out there for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, stuff I don't want to know about.
Yeah, stuff you don't want to know about. And I've heard tale that there are people that are into what they call scat. You know what I mean? They're scat people.
Yeah, man.
Well, wouldn't the human centipede be like the ultimate
Yes,
scat?
for sure.
And so I guess I wrote the note like, do you think that we watched Human Centipede for the novelty of sewing people
Right.
together, and for this I can't believe somebody wrote this, and like just the shock of it.
Yeah.
It's like watching a car crash or something. There's gotta be people that watch Human Centipede
And
for the
love
for the pleasure of it, and that's weird to me. And so I wrote that note. But the reason I said that is because I thought that with this watch, I would be able to press a button and say, take a note. You know what I mean?
Oh, you have to be able to, dude.
And
That
can't.
has to be a thing. You can't?
no,
You looked it up? You did
I
it?
tried it. I was like, pressed it, and I was like, hey, take a note, you know, and it said it can't. And I was like, well, what good are you? You know, you can talk on it. You have a
Yeah.
microphone. Notes is an app. You know what I mean? Like, it should be on here, but it doesn't. For whatever reason, the geniuses at the Apple Bar have not decided to put the notes on your phone or on your watch, which is
Wow. Huh.
So it's kind of amazing
Can
that
you record?
you could record. So I
Okay.
could record a
You
note,
can record a note.
and there might be other applications that
Yeah.
aren't notes
There's gotta be, man.
where you could just because that's I thought if I'm out mowing,
Yeah,
sometimes I'm listening to
take
this, take a
dictation.
note, right? And
Watch.
or
Record.
even text myself. Maybe I'll just text myself. I haven't tried that yet.
That'd
Hey,
be
send
cool.
a text to
You
myself.
could
That
send
way
it-
it's
yeah,
a
you send it
reminder kind
back
of.
to your phone that's in the truck on the
Right.
charger.
Exactly. Because I like to get all those notes and then write them all down on standard 8x10, and that's what I would bring to a show, but
On a legal pad.
on a legal
Yeah.
pad, on a Big Chief.
Big Chief legal pad.
So I haven't found a James Bond hack to that yet, but
Well,
I can't wait till I do.
Yeah, there's got to be one. We'll have to figure it out. I don't
Here,
know.
bud.
I'm not giving you crap about your watch. I saw it. I didn't say anything because, there had to be a reason because we've spent 10 years, knocking it,
Right.
talking into our wrist, and
Yes.
looking at each other and laughing about talking into our wrist.
Yeah, they finally got me. They figured out a
they
feature
wheeled-
that
they
was
wheeled
like,
you in.
all right, now I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of like the old Walkmans that you would strap on your arm,
Yes.
the radio.
Like up here.
Yeah, it's the same kind of deal,
Got
and
your
really
earbuds.
about the same price. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Used.
I do like the technology. My wife got me in on this,
Mhm.
like the Bluetooth
Yeah.
headphones.
Oh yeah. There's once you go.
I hate earbuds. I
Yeah.
don't like the earbuds. I haven't tried it. I don't. Let
Yeah.
me back up. I haven't tried the
The-
expensive earbuds. They might form fit to your ear better. But the ones that cover your whole ear holes
Yes.
and they're Bluetooth, oh, game changer. Game changer on everything. You work around. You got a chainsaw. You don't have to. You're not cutting through a cord. You're on a mower. You don't go through a tree branch and have them rip off your head. I mean,
Oh, if
you're
you
out for a jog.
right.
You're out walking around. You don't have to worry about a cord. That is the best invention, hands down,
ever.
ever. Is the wireless headphones.
Yeah, dude. If
Or
you give me
earbuds.
a
If you like the earbuds, I'm not a fan of the earbuds because normally I've got it on and I'm around something loud,
yeah.
a chainsaw mower, or out, whatever. But
Well, the ones that I've on earbuds is I get them at Walmart. They're $20.
yeah,
They're Bluetooth, and they're loud, and they're the only ones that don't fall out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about,
Right.
but I found this particular. I think it's J Lab or something. And the cool thing about that, I wish they'd sponsor. I actually sent them an email and asked them if they would. And they're like, "That's a really great idea. You got to email this other person.
Right.
That's a cool idea to be part of their podcast." But they never got back to me. I emailed the other person. They didn't say anything. So, but I like their support because, it's like, I'll buy them. There's a warranty on them, and then I'll just send them an email and say, "Hey, my ship broke,"
Yeah.
and they say, "Well, send me a picture of it. Smash it with a hammer and send me a picture."
yeah,
Okay, and so I do, and then they just give me a gift card to buy a new pair every time. They've never said anything.
Right.
So I bought one pair like 3 years ago, and I've had a new pair.
brand new one every season.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then, I didn't throw away the one I smashed, so I'll buy one, wait a couple weeks, send them an email. They'll say, "Send me a picture of the smash." Same picture.
yeah.
There you go, bud. Here's your gift card. And it's a scam. I get it. I'm scamming them.
It's a grift.
It's a grift.
But we ask them, that we'll tell them that they're the best things ever
Yeah.
on the show,
Sure. And the grift is now yours. Take it if you want it. It's a little bit of extra effort, but you got to send an email. Usually you can copy and paste it.
Yeah. Just save your picture.
Save your picture.
Actually, if you want to get into
I'll
the
send
grift,
you a picture.
yeah, you'll send the picture, same picture. Everybody have the same picture. Hey, my stuff broke.
The ones we just sent you? Yeah.
Yeah, they're broke.
Okay. Get through this. I really don't like Tulsa, the town, and the leadership of it. And I don't know if it's true. I heard it's not. Russian, but it's heavily influenced by Russia.
Tulsa is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the layout.
The layout's very
Is a hammer and
Moscow-y.
sickle. If you zoom out far enough, like in space, and then take a picture, zoom in a little bit from space and just take a picture. It's a hammer and sickle. It's laid out that way, all the neighborhoods.
Oh, I did see. Did you see Putin yesterday, bud?
What did he do?
Oh, man. Well, as you
I
listen
saw
to this,
Banksy's new painting, so
I didn't see that.
it's
Is it of Putin?
Yeah, it's Putin with a balloon that's yellow and blue, which is Ukraine, right? And he's getting ready to poke it, and then it's a half picture up here. It's him getting ready to poke the balloon, and below it's him that blew up like a balloon.
I bet he gets a couple million for that.
Probably.
He'll probably donate it all to
Yeah,
Ukraine or
charity.
something.
And we'll put it through the shredder first, and then sell pieces of it or something. I don't know.
Well, I guess Russia's they're still attacking Ukraine,
Okay.
firing, they keep calling it shelling, which I think is
Yeah.
mortars.
Yeah. That's,
Everybody says it like we all should be familiar. They're shelling this hospital, they're shelling this thing. But Putin came out yesterday on stage.
Whoa, that's not safe.
So he went to a big old soccer stadium in Russia. 80,000 people,
Okay.
packed it,
Yeah.
and then he went out there and did like a monologue, wearing a gigantic coat.
Gymnastics?
No, dude, he just went out and, he had the world's biggest turtleneck and the world's biggest coat on, one of the
yeah.
big puffy jobs.
Did he have the fuzzy hat? Did he have a hat on?
No hat.
Oh, wow.
It's just hilarious because, it's not funny. I get it. It's not, but kind of. It's funny that here's the guy.
He can stroll out in a big overcoat, big pea coat, and a
Here's the
turtleneck.
guy that's at war, but took a moment to go, well, let's go slap myself on the back for the time I took over Crimea. What?
Okay.
But first, let's get dressed. I'm gonna wear this coat. You gotta get a better coat, dude. You can get that at the Burlington.
Yeah.
Big old puff job. It's just I want my dictators to dress a little bit nicer, not look like they're at a ski lodge or
I want
something.
to do report for peoples. Stop by Burlington Coat Factories. Let me get coat.
And left
Ooh,
here.
sale on turtleneck. Must buy. I don't know. That's some pretty big huevos, man. You got you're in the middle of a war,
Yeah.
and be like, it's time to talk to the people, man. Let's get
Yeah.
out there, mix it up.
I got a concert.
Yeah. What?
And I don't know who opened for him.
Probably Beyonce.
I think it's Dice.
Andrew Dice Clay?
Yeah, I think he opened.
Nice.
Hey, dickory dock. Dude, if you got a paycheck, you got to make money. That's what Dice said.
Yeah. You do have to make.
And he's used to playing stadiums, so yeah, he used to at least. Not anymore. What do we got here? I think I got to go 0.2 onto Mohawk.
Arapachi, Arapaho. I haven't watched anything, man. I haven't seen anything new. I told you about my sub show.
Yeah.
So I told you about my submariner show. But I didn't tell you, I don't think I told you. There was a guy that was a detective in Germany that was on the case. Now, this guy looks exactly like Peter Griffin, okay?
Yeah.
But he's transitioned,
No.
and so he looks like Peter Griffin in drag with makeup and a, wig on.
Sure.
Still a detective. He was doing the detective work, became she. Now she's doing the detective work.
Like the swimmer thing?
Kind of like the swimmer thing, but just think of Peter Griffin
Okay.
as a woman.
Oh, so like that one lady that runs the State Department or something. You know what I mean? There's a lady that we got. I know you've seen her. Just looks like.
Yes, looks exactly like that.
Yeah, I mean, looks
But
like.
she looks like that comedian. There's a comedian with that mop hair with the glasses. You know what I'm talking
Lisa
about?
Lampanelli.
No. He's a male. He's a dude.
Oh, you're talking about. He looks. That lady looks just like Move to Where the Food Is guy. I mean, dead comedian. You're talking about dead comedian?
I think he's dead.
It's one that everybody likes. I mean, everybody always uses that guy as like, he's the funniest comedian ever. He died because of drugs, clearly. Used to hang out with like Pauly Shore and stuff. Oh, what the fuck was this?
He was on Connect the Squares or Squares, that box game. What is that? Celebrity.
Yeah, Celebrity Apprentice.
No, Celebrity Tic-Tac-Toe.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I shouldn't have said
Circle
Andrew
takes-
Dice Clay because now that's all I'm thinking of.
Circle takes Square. I know. Now it's driving me crazy. He's got a mop haircut.
Kinnison. Looks like Sam Kinnison.
It does look a lot like Sam Kinison. Not the comedian I was talking about, but it does look. Yeah, she looks like Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
You're right.
She's and it's amazing. I guess she's Woman of the Year. Did you know that?
Sam Kinison?
Yeah, that Sam Kinnison lady just won Woman of the Year. Or
She's like the safety czar or the health czar, something like that.
yeah, she's not a.
She's not like a politician.
No, she's in the cabinet, I guess, or whatever
Yeah.
they say.
Some sort of.
Indian in the cupboard kind
She's
of deal.
she's shelling the cabinet. That's what she's doing. Yeah.
I go right here. Luckily, I have this watch on because my phone died. It stayed going.
I got it pulled up. Yes, you are correct, sir. There you go. Back up to the backup. Keep doing what you've done. That's Mohawk Food Mart. You must have turned on Mohawk. Now that's going to bother me, and I don't know how to look it up on Google. Comedian with mop hairdo and glasses. Maybe I get the cast off of Circle Takes Square, if I can remember that game show.
Yeah.
So you have to work it back from Google and trying to figure out the name of that game show. Celebrity? Nah, I don't remember.
You're talking about something squares. I mean, it's
Yeah. Well, you got 9 squares. You got 3 up top and 3 in the middle and 3 below. You know,
like a Brady Bunch kind of deal.
it's a Brady Bunch setup, and then you got 2 contestants that.
Password. Is it
No,
password?
it's not password. It's not password. And it's not the $1 Million Pyramid.
It's not pyramid. It kind of reminds me of pyramid.
Anyway, but a lot of celebrities went on there.
Sure. I'm sure Kinnison was on there, which is going to get even confusing.
Probably.
Because I think it's been around since the 60s.
It's been around for quite a long time.
Of 2 miles? 2.6
It's
miles.
straight. It says take a right.
I think
and
we're almost
2.6.
there, if I
Yeah. On
remember right.
180 second. 180 second. And it didn't hurt. You know, I mean, it's not. She was still a great detective. It's not like the detective work slacked. I mean, you know,
I
she
think
had to take time off for the surgery, but
yeah.
you know, but that's kind of like vacation. You know, that's why they give you vacation days. And I don't know how they do it in Germany. I think it's Europe, so I think you get like 3 months vacation a year, paid, and you could probably take it all at once. You know, I'm guessing.
I think so. I mean, you got to take. You might have to miss some paid days. You know, they may not
Maybe.
pay for the whole thing,
Yeah,
but
worth it. You know.
that swimmer that's that we like so bad. I guess people are up in arms about that. You know what I
Why?
mean? Because I guess
Because
they think
he
it's
hadn't
unfair.
had the surgery yet.
They think it's unfair, and I don't understand why. Like, this guy wanted to be a woman,
Right.
so he did.
Yeah.
That's legal. And then
And
he
it
likes
doesn't
to,
matter-
she likes to swim.
It
so
doesn't matter if you had surgery or not. It doesn't matter that.
No.
You know? I mean,
identifies as a woman, and she likes to swim. competitively.
Right.
Why should she go compete against men? She didn't want to be a man.
Yeah.
And sure, apparently she was not that great of a swimmer when she was a man, but she's a great swimmer as a woman.
Oh, really good.
Like one of the best in the country, if not the best. And to me, if you want her to get beat and you're a girl, beat her.
Yeah, try harder.
Yeah.
It says straight. Okay. Yeah, and I think they're on the mission. I think they're on the girls. You know, the girls I know, they're definitely on the mission of training harder and eating better. You know, and listening to their trainers because they know
Yeah.
some stuff. And I think it's just a matter of time, you know, before she gets beaten. I mean, sure, she's on top of the heap now, and deservedly so.
I watched a couple of her races because
She's super good.
she's really good, but there's a couple that it was pretty close.
Yeah.
So you're right there,
Right there. Pretty
Emma.
close. I mean,
there's a
yeah,
girl named Emma.
he only won by half a lap, which is, I don't know much about professional swimming. I know I could swim pretty good, but I don't know anything about professional swimming. I think that's pretty close, isn't it?
That's
Like
very
if
close.
you're finished and they're touching the wall on the other side of the pool, coming back,
Yeah.
fighting for second. That's pretty good, man.
And this reminds me of kind of like the Lance Armstrong stuff. Remember when he got in trouble
yeah.
for taking his blood out of his body? They put
No,
it
I
in a
thought he got in
blender.
I think
They
I got in trouble by cutting off one of his balls.
Well, they didn't like that either. Made him lighter, but they spin his blood around quite a bit. And then apparently that makes you have more oxygen in your blood or whatever. Whatever it is, it's cheating,
Yeah.
they say. Everybody was doing it. All the Frenchies, all the French liquors,
Right.
everybody. German heads were doing it. But Lance Armstrong did it better, won all these races in France. And all of a sudden people are like, oh, you cheated. And I'm just like, who gives a shit? It's bicycling. Like,
Oh, right. Yeah.
yeah, good. And the same thing with this. It's like, it's swimming. Who cares? You
Well,
know?
I think, you know, I can't speak for Lance, but I think that he was in the middle of trying to make up his mind whether or not he should transition. You know, and that's when he was. I think he was dating Sheryl Crow, and she's famously leans right. You know, and so I don't think she agreed with him transitioning. You know, and or even thinking about it really. I think the last time we went down here.
yeah.
And so I think she left him, and then he decided against it. Like, I'm not going to transition.
Well, I
Yeah.
could turn into that and see if we go back there again. Guess they gave us some more rock, it looks like.
I want to rock. Additional parking. But Lance stayed with it, and you know, it's just you can't blame a guy for having better scientists. You know, that's all it was. It's better science, I think. You know, kept it under wraps. He still had to train. It's not like he wasn't training. You know.
I just think that people blow stuff out of proportion. Listen, we never gave a shit about women swimming till
Yeah.
now.
We still don't.
And we still don't.
No.
The only reason we care is because a man's in it. And
Right.
even then, most of us don't care about swimming.
True. Well, it's only a matter of time, Conrad, before we have a couple transitional brothers
Mm-hmm.
that is going to join the WNBA and finally make it another basketball league worth
I
watching.
know, dude.
you know?
That's what I'm
So,
excited for.
I'm excited about that, too. I don't know what the percentages on people that want to transition. You know, I don't know how many Asians do it or Indians do it or African Americans do. I don't know, you know, what it lines up. But in basketball, we're going to have to have some more of our brothers, you know, take one for the team.
Absolutely.
Or take one off for the team or it off for the team. I think this is where they want us.
Yeah, we'll pull back. I mean, we can always turn around and leave.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's not good, bye.
All right, we're going to feed 3 people. Why is a Bronco here? That has nothing to do with Mustangs. Anyway, you know, so that's something to look forward to, dog. That's pretty cool.
We'll have to text Luke. All right, we're going to be at Tulsa Air and Space. We'll let you know how it goes after.
It's going to be great.
That being said,
Have yourself a great day.